What's up, pimp? My name is Franco, and this is part 5 of the 10-part series, The Journey of Becoming a Master Seducer. In this video, we're going to be talking about the proper way of meeting women, the most effective way of meeting women. The first thing I want to talk about is the biggest mistake men make when they're going about meeting women. And that is that they solely go out to just meet women. They don't care for meeting men. They're not open to the environment, just women, all right? That is one of the worst things you can do, right? It's gonna make you conditional, it's gonna make you needy, it's just gonna add more pressure to you, right? Women are gonna feel that and they're gonna back away, right? So when going out, be open to the environment. Go out with no expectations, all right? No outcomes in mind, okay? Now, I want to raise awareness to the fact that we are living in the most socially disconnected generation in human history, right? Everyone these days are struggling to meet somebody new. People are feeling lonelier and more isolated than ever before. It's not just us, it's everybody out there. One important thing to know is that when you go out, everyone there is secretly hoping that they meet somebody new. I hope tonight I meet somebody new. A potential friend, a potential lover, whatever the case may be. The owner of the place, the host of the event, the people going there, men and women. If they have lots of friends, everybody there is lonely. Even people who have friends. There's a saying, do you ever feel lonely even when you're not? A lot of people have connections, but they're not actually connected, okay? So very important for you to know this. So my question for you is, will you fall victim to this, or will you choose to take advantage of this? How do you take advantage of living in the most socially disconnected generation ever? Very, very simple. You go out and you connect other people together, okay? As I said, it's people's dreams when they're going out that they hope to meet other people, all right? So if you can be the solution to that, to their problem, be the person who makes their dream come true, then for sure, they're gonna be very thankful for you and want to be your friend, all right? As I say, if you wish to receive, you must give first. You give by making their dream come true. Take the focus off yourself when you go out. When you go out, just say, I want to connect to other people together, right? And that is how you make people like you. So there are 2 ways to get good with women. There's social circle and then there's cold approaching. For now, we're gonna talk about cold approach or social circling. And so I have what I like to call the 4 I's of relating: to introduce, invite, make them feel important, make them feel included. So we talked about introducing two people together, right? When you go out, look for somebody who looks interesting to you, who looks like they can be friends with you, who you want to be friends with, and you can also look for other people, right? And then you go up to them, talk to them for 5 minutes, have a good conversation, and then you say, hey, let's go talk to these people together, right? I'll come with you, it'll be fun, right? And now you connected those 2 people together. One of the reasons why I like introducing is because everybody knows somebody. It doesn't matter how lonely or isolated you are. Everybody knows somebody, right? When you connect 2 people together, it's not just them 2 who are going to be friends with you. They know 2 people. Person A knows 2 people. Person B knows 2 people. That means that there's 4 people behind that in one introduction, which means 6 new friends you can make. All right, that's huge just by giving. Now, the second thing is to invite. So let's say once you guys have a conversation going, then you can invite them to do something fun. Maybe something to do next week, or something just right there, right then and there. Hey, let's go get some drinks, let's go talk to some girls, whatever the case may be. Any kind of invitation like that is gonna be fun, it's gonna be of value in that event. People are gonna connect and all is gonna be good. Now, once the conversation is actually going, then for sure you want to make them feel important, make them feel included. Again, it's not just about trying to create a connection or to make connections, but it's also make them like actually feel like people are there. So the way you go about making somebody feel important is you can just simply acknowledge them that they're there. Again, when a lot of people go out, they feel like they're invisible, like they're just there, nobody really sees them. People see them, but they don't really feel like they acknowledge them. And be the person who acknowledges them, who doesn't make them feel invisible, doesn't make them feel lonely. So compliment them on something they're doing well. I like that shirt you're wearing. I see that you're doing this very well. I see that strength that you have. I like that. Something like that is gonna make them feel like they're important. Another way you can go about making somebody feel important is simply giving them a responsibility. Hey, the group is going to be needing this. Would you mind going and getting that? Or we're going to go and go get that. Would you mind helping us out with that? All right. When you give people responsibility, they're going to they feel important because they feel like they're chipping into the group. They feel like they're being of value, which makes them feel important. Okay. It also makes them feel like they're there. So how do you go about making somebody feel included is simply asking them a question, asking them for their input, whether it's one-on-one with them or in a group conversation. When you ask people questions and when you ask for their input, they're going to talk. The more people talk, the more presence they gain within the group, which is going to make other people are going to see that they're also a part of the group. They're not just sitting there. So give them their shine, ask them questions so that they can talk, and then everybody else sees that they're there. Another reason why I like the 4 eyes of relating is because it's all about leadership. Any form of giving is a form of leadership. You cannot give if your cup is not full. So by leading, everybody there is going to know you're there, first of all, and then they're going to respect you and thank you for having made all this possible. And so anytime you're a leader, everybody there is going to know who you are. Everybody knows who the leader is. So not only is this great because it makes other people's lives better, they're meeting new people now, they feel better, their social circle is growing. Also, the best part for you is that you can be the leader, which means you're going to get all the respect. The person who gives the most gets the most. That's the way it goes, okay? So that is how I go about social circling. How do you go about cold approaching? When it comes to cold approaching, it just comes down to 2 things. Not messing it up, which is, like I said in video number 1, to seduce is to let go and enjoy the work of nature. I just say keep it authentic and then just dive in to that interaction. Go in without a plan, all right? A plan is only going to add more pressure to yourself. It's going to make you more anxious. It's going to add layers to yourself. It's going to be bad, all right? Go in without a plan, all right? And then be authentic. It's not about I hope things go all right. I hope she likes me. I hope all that goes well. It's more about let me focus on not trying to be inauthentic. All right, it's about focusing on not getting it wrong. All right, let me just focus on not being authentic. Let me focus on not being fake. That is gonna take you further than I hope things go well and trying to aim for this impossible goal. Okay, perfectionism is impossible. Authenticity is always possible. So choose to go with let me just focus on not trying to be fake and then just diving. All right. Another way you can keep it authentic is, like I said, just go on and say, hey, you know, my name is Franco. I just saw you, thought you're absolutely gorgeous. Just wanted to come say hi. What's your name, right? That is probably the best way you can open up a woman. The second thing that I want to talk about when it comes to cold approaching is to be open to whatever outcome happens. As men, one of our biggest problems, and it's just the nature of the masculine, is that we just go straight for what we want. We want that, okay? That is the nature of the masculine. What you want, if you're gonna be good with women, one thing you absolutely need to have is you want to have openness, all right? Whatever outcome life gives you. You want to dance with life. If life takes you to the left, you go to the left. If life takes you to the right, you go to the right. Okay, so a huge mistake that a lot of men make when they go out and talking to women is that if a girl says no, then they get really mad. They could take it personal. All right, well, fuck you, bitch, and all that, right? That is the worst thing you can do because you just shot yourself on the foot. Maybe that was the perfect opportunity to become friends with that woman, right? If you're friends with her, then maybe she can introduce you to her friends. Maybe you would end up dating her friend, or maybe right now is just not the right time for her to get into a relationship, and perhaps 2 years down the line, that same girl could be your girlfriend. So it's not just a short-term yes or no, it's about the long term. Perhaps things can work out, right? So be open. There's a saying, all roads lead to Rome. Our destination is just to get good with women, also to socialize, all right? The destination is to get good with women. How are we gonna get there? We don't know, all right? we can take one road and that road takes us somewhere else. We take a left, we take a right, we take a U-turn, stuff like that, okay? So the important thing is just to go for it, to get on the road. And then from there, life will have its different ways of taking you wherever. The important thing is, again, go with life. Life takes you to the left, you go to the left. Life takes you to the right, you go to the right. Dance with life. If she says no, all right, great. Well, maybe this is a perfect opportunity to become friends with her. That's also a way of growing my social circle. Or she says yes, and then great. All right, now there's potential there. So again, one of the worst mistakes men make is that they focus on the short term. They're too attached to the outcome, and they're not open to other possibilities. They're not open to other roads of getting to Rome, all right, of success with women, all right? So that is how I like to do social circling and cold approaching. Now, I am hosting a free live masterclass where we're gonna be reclaiming our masculinity, reclaiming our sexuality as men. The reason why I'm doing this is because any interaction that lacks the component of sexuality is nothing more than a friendship. A man who wants to get good with women absolutely needs to have his masculinity and his sexuality in place. So we are hosting this August 15, this coming Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Link will be down in the description. Do join. Transformation will happen. The man that you end up is gonna be different than the man you came in, all right? So it's a masterclass for a reason. Big stuff will be had there. So do join, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.